Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shackeria. Thank you so much for joining me today. So today I have this makeup look that you see right here. Why did I do that? Anyways, I have this makeup look that you see right here. I tried to do a fall inspired makeup look, you know, something with some color, something with some, you know, pizzazz. I usually don't use color on my channel. I'm more of like a neutral, natural, basic everyday type of look, type of makeup person. But this time around I'm like, let me do something fall, let me do some color. I tried to do everything all at once in this video. So I did this makeup look that you see right here, and I used a few new products that I have accumulated over the last few weeks. So I kind of incorporated those and I kind of talked you through some of them. I think I kind of got a little bit distracted and I stopped talking about some of my new products. I'm not too sure, but I did this makeup look right here, and if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this fun look, look at that. I even did a wing liner, and I am not that great at doing a wing liner, and I'm actually pretty proud of myself. You guys see that? Oh. So if you are interested to see how I got this makeup look that you see on my face right now, then keep on watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and let's go. Okay, so let's get started on this makeup look. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do, but I do know that I have some new products that I want to use in this video, and I also want to do kind of like a fall type makeup look, something, you know, with some orange, with some reds, with some browns, just, you know, overall some fall colors. So I think I'm going to start with my eyes first, because I already did my eyebrows and I already carved them out already. So I figured, why not just start with the eyes and then do the face a little bit later. But before I go into my eyes, I'm going to prime my face so that the primer you know, seeps into my skin and does whatever it needs to do in terms of primer. So I got a new primer. I'm trying this Makeup Forever Step 1 smoothing primer. Right, so for my eyes, I'm going into a fairly new eyeshadow palette that I recently got, and it's this Beauty Creations eyeshadow palette. It's the Jasmine palette, and I actually got this palette from Fashion Nova. I didn't know they had palettes, but I saw they did, and I'm like, hey, let's try one of their palettes. So it's fairly new to me. It's the 35 Jasmine palette, and I wanted to get this one because it has really nice mixture of shimmers and matte colors in there, and it has a little bit of color as well. Kind of has a little bit of everything, and that's kind of what I want in terms of a eyeshadow palette, especially for around, you know, the fall time. And I wanted to use this today because it has this really pretty orange color right here that I want to actually use for this makeup look. I've used it a couple of times. Pigmentation wise, it's okay. I've used better, but it has a mixture of everything. I also have a little mini E.L.F matte for matte eyeshadow palette, and this is the Summer Breeze one, and I saw a few colors in there that I might use for this look. I'm not too sure, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys. This is also something new so I might dip into this palette throughout the makeup look. I'm not too sure yet. So before we go into eyeshadow, we gotta, you know, prime our lids, set our lids, do all that fun stuff with our lids. So now that our eyes are set and ready to go, I'm going to go back into the Beauty Creations palette, pick up some of that orange color. So now I'm going to take a crease brush and I'm going to define the crease. In this palette, there's this color over here, and I kind of want to use that to define the crease a little bit and just to get started on building up the intensity. So now we're going to go into this darker brown color down here, and I'm going to go in on this, I don't know what kind of brush it is. It's a crease brush, but it's a little bit more denser and a little bit more precise. So I'm going to go in on that brown color and still focusing on the crease, and I'm focusing on the Okay, so now we're going to go in and we're going to clean up the top part of our eye a little bit. And I'm going to go into a clean blending brush, and I'm going to go into this color right here in the palette, which is kind of like, I guess you could say, a little skin tone color for me. And we're just going to clean up the top part because there's it's not blended out. So we're just going to take a little bit on this clean blending brush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this green color that you see down here. It's a little bit intense for me, but I'm going to try to see if I can put that on my lid and see how it looks. Alright, so with this original crease brush that I used, I'm going to dip back into that brown color. I'm just going to blend it into the brown color and up into the crease. That way it's not so harsh. So we're going to keep this look matte. We're not going to add any shimmers to it. What we're going to do though is we're going to add some eyeliner and some lashes. Alright, so now the eyes are done, and we're going to go into the lash line and all that fun stuff a little bit later. We're going to go into our face. Before I do my concealer, or no, before I do my foundation, I'm actually going to do my concealer. I'm going to try this new thing to see if I conceal before I put on my foundation and then do a little bit of concealing after, if that kind of helps. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to take a bit of my NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer, pop that under my eye just a little bit. Just a little bit, and blend it out. Just gonna blend it out under my eye. I have really dark circles under my eye, and sometimes I don't really necessarily want to use color correcting or any of that stuff, so I want to see how it looks when I do a little bit of concealing. So it looks like that. So now I'm going to go into foundation. So I've been using my Fenty Beauty foundation to do my makeup over the last couple of days, and I've been mixing up with other ones, and I got a sample of the 390, which is the color above 370 in warm tones, and I've been mixing those two colors together to try to get my rightful shade. And I'm going to do half of my face because this dries super quickly. I'm just gonna put a few squirts of this color. Whoa, 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 relax, 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 relax. I'm gonna put a few squirts of this color and then some dots of the darker color. And you guys see the difference as I'm putting it on my face. If you watch my Fenty Beauty video, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna mix these two colors together and see if it gives me the right shade that I'm basically looking for. But do you see, like, here's the lighter color, here's the darker color. I feel like when I mix them in together, it gives me the right tone that I'm looking for in terms of my face. It just matches me better, and I'll show you guys what I mean when I blend it in. That's a lot. Oh, that's a lot. I'm just gonna move it around my face since it's a lot. So that's what half of my face looks like with the Fenty Beauty Foundation 370 and 390. And I like the way it looks when it mixes. To me, it's not too light and it's not too dark. And that's the kind of shade that I want. And I feel like it matches my body really well as well. Like, if my faces look too light for me, and that's what I'm going for. So I'm gonna just do the other half of my face now. I just feel like it looks so much better. LA Pro Girl Concealer in Toffee, and I'm kind of just going to use this to highlight under my eyes since I already used the NARS Creamy Radiant. Just kind of want to brighten up and bring some dimension to my face. Alright, so another new product that I got recently, I got this little mini version of the Cover FX loose setting powder, and it's in the color Deep. And I wanted to try it to see how I like it as a transition color. I wanted to try it to see how I liked it as a translucent powder. So I'm going to use that to set under my eyes. So now I'm just going to set the rest of my face with my Mineralized Skin Finish by MAC. We're going to go back into our eyes, so we're going to do our under eye area, and I'm going to use the same orange color that I used just on my on my crease, my upper crease. I'm going to drag that on the bottom part of my eye. We're going to go into the green color from that same palette that's on our lid, and we're going to almost smudge it out with the green just below that original orange color, just so that, because it's the color, the intensity of the color when I first put it on my eyes isn't as intense now, and I don't want it to be as intense under my eye, so that's why I'm using this green color to kind of blend it out. Mascara, and we're going to do our bottom lashes. Alright, so we're going to go back into our face now. We're going to bronze and contour up our face, and I'm just going into my usual, my BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to take a tiny amount of the dark color and then I'm taking the smallest amount to contour my nose, the smallest, and I'm going to start from my brow and bring it down. Now we're going to go into some blush, and we're going to go into this E.L.F. blush palette. I feel like my energy levels are depleting. We're gonna go into this E.L.F. blush palette, and I'm gonna keep it somewhat simple, somewhat cute on the cheek, nothing too intense, but I kind of want my blush to kind of have something going on for it, right? So we're gonna lightly dust into this color right here. It has a little bit of shimmer and a little bit of kick in it. All right, so now we're gonna go into highlights, and I'm gonna be using the Master Chrome highlight. I've used it a couple of times and I like it. It is really pretty, so I'm gonna use it again. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna use it again. So really pretty, almost subtle highlight, almost. You know what I'm saying? It's like subtle. It still has that really nice intensity. You guys will see what I mean. And I want to take a little bit and place it in the inner corner of my eye. Take the smallest amount, we're going to put it on our brow bone. Alright, so last but not least, we are going to go into our lips. So I'm going to go into this round lip liner, outline my lips. Alright, so now I'm going to go into this MAC lipstick in the color Verb. I was debating if I should add a little bit of Fenty Glow in the middle. Let's spritz our face using this Bolani Make It Last.